Hey YouTube, this is LLC. Today is day 2. We are in the Expo Hall, and in today's video we are going to be walking around the Expo Hall. You guys can ask questions, can ask me to go over to a certain booth, maybe record a certain company, a certain business, whatever you're looking for, and have all of that for you. And you guys know what to do for all of our Bitcoin videos or YouTube videos. Make sure you guys like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and go to Crypto LLC. If you guys are looking to build a farm, you guys looking to buy miners, you want to get those S21s, S21 Pros, maybe some S19Ks, all depending on your rate. Maybe you want to get an S19J Pro, even something in that category. All of that is doable. All depends on your rate, so make sure you guys let us know. Hey, I want to get some S19s. Here's my rate. What do you recommend? Hey, I want to get some S21s. Here's my electric rate, or maybe you want to host with us. All of that is available. Again, today's video, we'll be walking around the Expo Hall. I'll go out into the main hall, and in that main hall, I'll show you guys around the stages. You got the Nakamoto stage. That's the big stage. We're gonna have the presidential talk, Trump and with Kennedy. Let me open up here, top chat, live chat. Hey, good morning, BC. All right, there, pulled it up here. Yeah, so right now it's 10 a.m. local time here, and today's a day when we get the first batch, the first regular ticket holders are now allowed into the Expo Hall. So it should be a lot more full. You see a lot of regular, Bitcoin tickets. So those one tickets, they give you 2-day access. So now we're just switching over to whoever is interested in Bitcoin. Yesterday's Expo and yesterday's video, it's all done with everyone that was holding industrial pass. So it's mostly like professionals, professionals that were involved yesterday. Everyone we talked to was a professional Bitcoin miner. They're offering some sort of service. They were offering, taxes or like containers or switches, gears, transformer sales, men and stuff like that. But for today, we're just switching over to regular folk, people that just love Bitcoin. They're here for the conference, so it's different today. You can see Rumble here, free speech platform. You're not going to get banned on Rumble, but you can on YouTube for whatever reason. YouTube just felt like it, so just ban you. All right, let's go over to this side here. I'm walking over there because I don't know if there's an exit there or not. There's like a line over there. You see that line? I don't think that's an exit. I was just walking over here to see if I can go out a different exit. Probably not. Anyway, I'll just walk around this corner here. A lot of merchandise you can get here at the conference, like t-shirts and trinkets, all that stuff. Little gadgets, books. It's like tax avoidance strategies. Anyway, I'm gonna go out to the hall and I'll show you guys the line, because when we arrived at the conference, there was like a line. There's already a line for the Nakamoto stage, which is interesting because I don't think there's anyone that's like super important that was gonna be speaking. You know what I mean? It's not. Trump is gonna be tomorrow. Why is there a line to the exit? Trump was gonna be tomorrow, and today is going to be John F. Kennedy, but he's going to be later in the day. So let's go take a look at the Nakamoto stage. Let's take a look at the Nakamoto stage. I want to walk over there and we'll see how big the line is over there, which is interesting because there's really no one big out there. Yo, Web Solutions, what's up? Any new miner announcements? I don't know. We were so busy at our booth talking to everyone. You know, we had, like, yesterday we were just about to leave because it was 4:30 and the expo hall was closing up. We were just about to leave and we had some gentlemen walk up to us from Kazakhstan, and they're looking to build a 120 megawatt. They wanted to upgrade their miners there to a newer version miner. And then they're showing their project for building windmills. It's like there's a valley basically in that area. There's a lot of wind. And they were looking to have, they were looking, first of all, they were looking to max out their existing 130 megawatts. But then they're also looking for partners and anyone else that's looking to invest into the new facility, which is going to be, more than a gigawatt. So 1,000 megawatts. And because of that, we kind of stuck them for like 40 minutes probably talking about various aspects and detail the whole entire project. It's very interesting. Okay, so I'm walking here in the hall. Look how big this place is. I'll show you guys also a little bit of Nashville. See out there. It's a pretty big city, 700,000 I think it is, population in the city. And if you go to Broadway Street, like yesterday at night, there's so much music and it's so loud. Oh, the line is for Nakamoto. That's what the line is for. So that line for Nakamoto stage is extending into the Expo hall. That's why there's a line there. That's all for Nakamoto stage. So everyone wants to go in there. Let's check this out. Attention. Yeah, so the Secret Service should be here. You know, they gave Secret Service to John F. Kennedy. And so now that he has Secret Service, we might see the Secret Service walking around here. You know, hopefully it's not going to be those bumbling idiots at Trump's rally. Hopefully they're going to be more sophisticated Secret Service agents here. But John F. Kennedy has it now. He's been granted that, so that's cool. And then obviously Trump's going to be here tomorrow, so his Secret Service is already here, or has been here probably for days, scoping out everything and getting everything ready, make sure nothing bad happens here. So this Bitcoin 2024 block party this way. Robinhood Crypto. Here's all the sponsors. You guys can see your favorite companies here. Gigawatt. Yeah. Asic Exchange, just talked to their sales representative, Luxor. Kraken, Gemini, Core Scientific, all the big guys here. Exit only. And what is this one? Required beyond this point industrial pass VIP. Hey, that's us. I can actually get in there. We have an industrial pass. So there are special rooms in this in the expo hall where you have to have a special pass to get into that room or into that meeting or whatever it is. Like there are special meetings or special VIP like lounges only for whale pass, and so the whale pass is the most expensive pass that you can get, and it's, I think when you know, if you get it ahead of time it's cheaper. I think if you get it like a year ahead, I think the whale pass is like 8,000, which is, you know, it sounds like, oh, that's not cheap, that's a ripoff. Well, yeah, it is. Obviously, it's really expensive. But if you get the whale pass now, I think it's like 15,000 or something like that, or whatever it is. It's even more expensive, so it's crazy. So here we have, see, everything is involving music, guitars and violins, saxophones. See that? drums. So you can get a drink here, drinks, coffee. By the way, you guys, do you guys, let me read the comments here. Do you guys, what's the quality of the stream? Is it good? Well, I think I'm on their Wi-Fi. Let me know in the comments if the quality of the stream and the frame rates are good. Let's see. Can you talk Giga container versus yours? Okay, where is Bitcoin 2025? I don't know. They don't say. You know, usually it's like a half a year before they actually reveal the location. Usually, but who knows what they might do like this year. They might reveal it sooner. But I think it's like a half a year before they actually say, okay, it's going to be there or here. So hopefully it's going to be somewhere cool. You know, Nashville is pretty cool. You know, the city is pretty cool. It's not like a nasty city or anything like that. It's good. Like I like Miami. But hopefully it's going to be in like Paris or New York or something like that, or in Moscow. That'd be nice. Obviously not going to be there, but it would be cool if it ever was. You know, but Nashville is a decent place. Okay, so containers. Quality is fair, low resolution of some glitches. Well, let me see if I can get off Wi-Fi. Why don't you guys wait like 10 seconds since I got off Wi-Fi, and let me know if BC, let me know if the quality is better and the resolution is better now with less glitches after I got off of Wi-Fi. So I'm on LTE now. Okay, can we talk Giga container versus yours? So the Giga container, like Air Giga container, there was no Air Giga container here on display. It was just Hydro. So I can't compare that. Jeez, almost went deaf. Let me go back into the Expo hall. I can search around for a Giga Air. I don't think there is one there. But once I get back in, I'll look around, see what I find. But there's really not much, I would say, improvements with Giga and Air. I don't see how they can improve it. The containers that we get for Air, they're very, very affordable and they're very high quality. We went out to Georgia to see some of those Air containers. You can actually watch our channel and go find the video with Georgia. Those containers there should be on our channel. But before we purchased them ourselves, we went out and visited a farm out there and we took a look at those containers. We went through and looked at the breakers and the switches and looked at the wiring, make sure it's high quality wiring. We did all of that, and it is a solid container. We do like it. We actually, the owner of that company is here at the conference. So we talked with the owner. We're like, hey, yo, you should come out here to Bitcoin 2024. And the owner wasn't planning on it, so we convinced him. We had a spare ticket, and we just gave it to the owner of that company. Said, yo, come on over here. And he's here actually. He visited our booth and we talked with him about containers and things like that. So it's really cool. It's a good container. It's got nice build to it. It's really thick metal everywhere. You know, the container is of high quality. The Ethernet connectors of high quality, not like cheap. The PDUs are good as well. The wiring is great. The breakers are solid. The intake is good. Like you could tell by the mesh, by the metal. They didn't cheap out on anything there. That container is solid. It'll last forever. It's a very, very high quality container and very affordable. Like the pricing on those containers, you know, you can get them for under 50,000 for 1 megawatt Air container. You know, under 50K, you can get those. Then shipping, you have to ship it though. Shipping is like $5,000 for the container, and then you have to pay tariffs. You know, Trump's tariff, which sucks. It's 25% on top of that as well. But still, way more affordable than Giga. That's the thing. Like even with all of those things, that container is still more affordable than a Giga container. And so it's, you know, you're still better off, even with tariffs. You're still better off. All right, let me get back into the Expo hall here. Let me go search around for that Giga Air. I don't think it exists here. And our yesterday's video, we talked about hydro. Okay, so I got to go through that. So what they're doing down there is they're checking that you have a ticket. Now today's day, everyone can be here. So as long as you have any type of ticket, you're allowed in the expo hall. Don't matter. You can get, you have the cheapest ticket or the most expensive one. You're all welcome in the expo hall. All right, let's go find that. Let me read the comments here. Let's go find that Air Giga. I want to get a container at your site, but I can't afford 400K. Well, BC, the other option you have is you can go with our gas site. So we have gas available as well. It is 200,000 for a gas site. So you get, that includes the container. So it's just a one-time fee, 200K. The container is yours. So we get you one of our containers. We highly recommend those ones. They're really nice. We get the one I'm talking about, the one that's under 50. You get that container. That's yours. You keep it. It's yours forever. So you know, anytime, like 10 years later, you're like, all right, you know, I'm gonna do something else or whatever. You can take your container. It's yours. You can go. But it's a one-time 200K, and you get gas for 1 megawatt. 1 megawatt of gas power, and that includes the gen sets. The gen sets is what we provide. So those are the gas generators. We provide that free of charge, and so you get 1 megawatt of power, and your electricity rate is 6 cents, including management. So we manage it, everything for 6. So you get 1 megawatt, you pay 6 cents, including management. It's 200K. So that's one way you can skip over. You know, you don't have to put down 400K. It's going to be half of that. Yeah, so you're cryptomining. Yeah, so you are speculating on Trump revealing some sort of very good news for Bitcoin, gonna make Bitcoin go up 50% or 100% or whatever. Yeah, you can make that. You can make that bet there. All right, so here is that same container yesterday from Giga. This is a hydro container. Let's go see if it's got an air somewhere around here, or at least like a miniature version of air. Let's see what you got here. Clean Spark. So here's that Giga Hydro. But let's see if they got a air. So let's check out this Clean Spark mining stage and lounge presented by Clean Spark. Just imagine how loaded they are. You know, Clean Sparks, a lot of money, big mining company. So they have their own mining stage. You know. Okay, so hydro. Let's go take a look on this side. I don't think they have the air Giga container here. Maybe on this side. I doubt it. No. Hivon, scale your mining business. So Hivon is a firmware for and not only firmware but also a management tool for Bitcoin and GPU mining. But we use Finish here, so we don't use Hivon. I think they're based on Finish as well, as far as I know. So okay, guys. So there is no Giga Air here, Giga Air container. So I'm just gonna look at something else. What do you guys want me to look at here? They got BitDeer. Let me find something interesting. Show you guys. Seal miner. What the heck is that? So you got a data center from BitDeer. Hello. I'm just showing my YouTube viewers. Yeah. Thank you. Just looking around. So here's some other options you guys have. BitDeer is also a great company, great option for building out. Look, they got their own hydro solution. Got 2 cooling containers, 1 mining container. What is this? This looks like hydro as well. Let's see, you gotta tell it's hydro because there's no air intake there. Canada, US, Norway, Abu Dhabi. That's Dubai, UAE, Bhutan. They got, oh yeah, we know their Bhutan location, by the way. So Bhutan also has a lot of power. Now you guys can see my face. No looking. Let's see what comment you guys got here. Yeah, guys, cheaper than 400K. Yeah, the 400K. That's for greenfield sites, right? That's you come in at 400, you get a megawatt for yourself, and it's going to be a greenfield site. So basically starting off from scratch. You know, coming in, there's a farm here, available. You just put 400K, you get a megawatt of power, all air, not gas, on the grid at that price. But here you can see how they're doing it. See, when you're building out a big, huge farm, right? A gigantic farm, you don't put containers, you do this. And the reason why you do this is because you can fit a lot more megawatts into a less and less space. See that? So when you have like 100 megawatts, 200, 300 megawatt farm, you do this, right? You put buildings. You don't put containers. Containers is when you do something like 20 megawatt farm, then you just need 20 containers. You know, so it makes sense when you're doing that. You have, let's say, 10 acres and it's a 20 megawatt farm. You have plenty of space. You just spread it out, you just put it down. But when you're talking about hundreds of megawatts, like hundreds and hundreds of megawatts, you do buildings, you do warehouses, as you can stack up really high. See that? By the way, they're putting these miners on the sides. It's one of the ways you can make more rows. You don't put them vertical, you put them sideways like this. And see how they're doing it sideways here? All the fans are sticking out like this, not like this, right? And so that allows you to create more rows. So that's one way you do it, and that's how these guys are doing it. See right there is the sideways miners. And again, you only need this when you have hundreds of megawatts. You don't need to do this when you have just 10 or 20. And then look at this global footprint, BitDeer. So they got a lot of miners. Like I said, they got in Bhutan. And Bhutan is going to be that little country next to Nepal and northern India and Norway. Really, really cold over there. Bhutan's pretty warm, hot, I would say. Yeah, got a lot of footprint here. Let's take a look. It's the first time I'm seeing this right here. Seal Miner integrates BitDeer's advanced 4nm chip technology. Are they building their own? It looks like some miner challenge and standing extreme cold and hot temperatures. Interesting. Seal Miner, never heard of them. First time I'm seeing Seal Miner. I don't know if they're good or not. Who knows? You know, or even if they're cheap or not. See that? Buildings. Cooling solutions, hydro cooling with W series here. Again, when you're looking at this type of stuff, you know, you could go with BitDeer. And by the way, they're not expensive, right? They're not expensive. BitDeer is an affordable container. It is not an American brand. It is a Chinese brand. It's also, it used to work with Bitmain, by the way, for those that don't know. I think BitDeer was an off-brand from Bitmain. So when Bitmain was having their issues of sanctions and things like that, when Trump put the tariffs on, they separated BitDeer from Bitmain, or they made a division of mining containers, as far as I know. And so you have BitDeer, and then BitDeer basically is an affordable mining. So this is the thing you can do if you guys are looking to build a farm with us. You don't have to get our containers. Like we know our containers are basically the best. We did the research on those. We've seen those in person. We have the CEO, the owner of that company is here at the conference, and we met him. He was at our booth just like 20 minutes ago. So we have all that contact. We know which containers to get. The best of the best is from him. But if you guys are like, hey, you know what? I don't care. I want BitDeer. We can do that. Like, it doesn't matter for us. Like, whatever you want. You want BitDeer. We don't care. Just get BitDeer if you feel like it. You want to get N5s and boxes. Sure, get M5s. Like, it doesn't matter to us. It's not like we don't care really what you get in terms of containers. It's your mining farm. You get what you want. But for us personally, we're going to be getting those. Like, if I was building let me put it this way. If I was building a data center for grandma, you know, you care about grandma, you want grandma to have the best quality containers. Those containers that we get are the best. So that's what I would get grandma. That's what I would buy from my mom, you know. But and that's what we recommend to our clients. Get those ones. They are the cheapest for the quality you get. You know, they're affordable. They're under 50,000 for the container, and they are very high quality, good stuff. Also, we worked out with them some more additional engineering on the containers. Like we place our miners closer to the exhaust, so we can get rid of those exhaust fans, which is great. So that's also adds benefit to the price, right? By removing those exhaust fans, the containers are cheaper than having those exhaust fans on there. So you don't need exhaust fans, by the way. That stuff's a joke. We've been mining for a long time, and we know that if you place the miners closer to the exhaust, their own internal, you know, 4 fans that each miner has, those internal fans, they push out the air themselves, right? They don't need help. They don't need an exhaust fan to help them. They're already spinning at 5,000 RPMs. They do not need an exhaust fan. That's also a thing that, you know, adds to the affordability of the container. It makes it more affordable by removing that. All right, well, let's see what else we got here. Remember, guys, if you guys want me to show you guys a certain section of the expo hall, I can walk over there and show you. All right, see ya, BC. All right, let's go look at some more stuff over here. Miner distributor. Okay, I got miners selling here. Got a punching bag. PDUs, cables, miners, mining. Let's take a look. We already have a distributor for our cables. I'm just recording for YouTube. Yeah. All right, so we got some smart. I'm assuming these are smart PDUs, but we'll take a look. So you know how S21s have a different connector now. So this is the connector they're using. It's 3-phase. So you got your neutral. Actually, yeah, 3-phase. There's black right there. So ABC, ground, neutral. ABC, ground, neutral. It's got all 3 phases, and so 3-phase gives you the ability to run to give it a lot more power. You're giving each miner 3 legs of power, right? Not just 2 legs, 3 legs of power. That's really, really good in terms of how much the miner can actually consume. Because before you were stuck, let's say if you're doing 20 amp breaker, you're stuck at 20 amps by 2 phases. But now that you have 3, you can do 20 amps by 3, so you can run 5,000 watts, 6,000 watts miners here. And just various different cords here. You got these twist-ons. This looks like a 20 amp twist-on. Here's a S21 connector. Interesting stuff. Look at this big old fat guy here. That's a fat PDU, man. It's huge. Look, see, I got 3-phase breaker right here. See, all 3 phases switch. Bam, like that. Turn off all 3 phases. You know, I usually have 2. Or for your house in the United States, you just have 1. It's got 120 volts. 2 is like 230, 245. And then 3 is going to be 245 or 240 at 3 for each leg. So you put like a 10 amp wire on here. So you got 10 amps, but then you got 3 phases. So each wire can handle 10 amps at 240 or 245. Just imagine how much power that has. So that's why they do it like that, for those of you guys that don't know. So if you're looking to build like your data center, and you're thinking like, what power should I put? You know, what PDU should I use? How many phases do I need? So we provide all of that knowledge. All of that knowledge is provided when we set up a farm for you guys. Especially if you let us know like, hey, I'm going to be running, you know, these type of miners, or you want to run hydro or whatever it is, you know, you got to make sure that you get the correct breakers, the correct PDUs that can handle that. You know, you're going to purchase the wrong ones. You want to run S21s, and then you end up buying a bunch of 2-phase breakers. You know, it's going to be a big mistake. You have to return those and get 3-phase breakers, because otherwise you can't do it. The S19s can run on 2 phases. You know, S19Ks, S19s, you know, things like that. They can run on 2 phases. But if you're running like Hydro or S21s in 3-phase, you're gonna need 3-phase breakers, you're gonna need 3-phase cords, you're gonna need everything 3-phase. All right, let's go walk over here. You can look at some art, whatever it is. I wonder if they're still selling NFTs at this conference or not. All right, let's talk about maybe, let's click on at 67,600. Okay, good price. Interesting what's going to happen when Trump comes out, depending on what the news he releases. Is he going to, you know, do something really extreme, talk about making Bitcoin a strategic reserve? That's going to be interesting. That's the rumor here at the conference. Is he going to make it a strategic reserve? Is he not? Who knows? But if he does, you know, that, I wonder how much that'll impact it, because that'll just be what he says he will do. It doesn't mean that he will actually do that. You know what I mean? Like, he'll say, hey, when I'm president, I'm going to make a strategic reserve. But then when he becomes president, will he actually make it a strategic reserve? Because maybe he'll say, oh, I changed my mind, I'm not going to do it, you know? So it's going to be interesting to see how much it impacts price of Bitcoin. Will it be such a big event where just the fact that he said he will, you know, will that increase the price of Bitcoin by, you know, 10%, 20%, 50%, or even like double exit? Who knows? But if he actually does it, like when he becomes president, if he actually does make it a strategic reserve, and then depends how much he orders of it to be bought, you know, if he makes it a strategic reserve, and then he orders the U.S. government to buy how much? You know, if it's a strategic reserve, how much is he going to buy? Is he going to buy, you know, 10 billion worth of Bitcoin? Is he going to buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin? Is he going to buy, you know, more than that? Because that's going to be impacting the price. Otherwise, it could be like that Trump says, I'm going to make it a strategic reserve, and then he buys, you know, $1 million worth of Bitcoin. Then it's kind of like, okay, well, that's kind of worthless, you know. I mean, the strategic reserve part is really going to be huge, but if it comes out that he's only buying $1 million, then it's not much, you know. So it has to be a combination of things. But just a rumor, just a thing that that he will release or say that it's going to be strategic reserve will have an impact. I think personally, will have a very positive impact on the price. Will cause it to jump up, and then we'll see if it goes back down. You know, if it goes back down when we get more information, what's actually going to happen. All right, let's walk over here. So you got people playing chess. I wonder what for. BC game, okay. I don't know what chess has to do with Bitcoin. But yeah, but basically, like at these conferences, you can get a booth here and just talk about whatever you want, you know. And I don't know what that company's trying to sell with that chessboard and playing chess. Like, I understand, you know, tax avoidance strategies. I understand getting a second passport. I understand, you know, Bitcoin exchanges, Bitcoin buying and selling, you know, market. That's all understandable, but some of this other stuff, yeah, it's like nothing to do with Bitcoin. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go see who's on the...
If you are not subscribed to the channel, smash that subscribe button down below. Back to you, Pete Rizzo.
Who is being recorded here? You guys can see behind the scenes what's going on. Well, I do not know who those people are, so let's keep going. Might get someone really cool up on that stage, maybe like a Michael Saylor or a Max Kaiser or something like that. Could be on there. and then that'll be pretty cool. So this line looks like it's the Nakamoto stage line. It goes all the way from here, goes all the way out to the Expo hall, which is all the way down there. And then it goes around the corner, and then that's where they have the metal detectors. So you can see how big this freaking line is. It's huge. Look at that. Let's go over, see where it ends. Oh, dang, it goes around that corner as well. So you got like probably, I don't know, like a couple hundred people in that line. Oh, dang. That's going to be that's a huge line, dude. And I think it's all because of the whole metal detectors they put on there. Like last year at the Miami Bitcoin conference, we didn't have metal detectors for the Nakamoto stage. You just walk in. But I think now, after the whole assassination attempt on Trump, and I think the Secret Service is all here and everything. So now they got this Nakamoto stage metal detectors and just checking your bags and everything. So you make sure that doesn't happen again with John F. Kennedy or Trump. So saw that big line. It's gonna be like, I don't know, they probably could wait like an hour in line just to get on Nakamoto stage, which sucks because we wanted to be at the Trump event tomorrow. And looking at that line, I don't know if we're gonna be willing to do that, stand in line for like hours. So I don't think so. It's probably just be at our booth instead. See, scale, deploy, secure, monitor blockchain infrastructure, taxes and wrapped Bitcoin, buy, sell, save Bitcoin, all that stuff. Here's Maddox transformers, guys. So you guys looking to build out your farm, Maddox is a great transformer company, sell transformers. So we have one of their transformers at our mining facility, and it is a solid transformer. Like, we were all over that transformer, pulling wire to it, installing it. It is a very, very high quality, very tough built transformer. Has a nice thick legs for all the phases. Got nice grounding in it. It just looks like a solid transformer. Thick exterior walls, thick interior. It just looks like it can handle a lot. So that Maddox is a great transformer. It's a great transformer, and it also has a good price on it too. It's not like super expensive. You can get them for a good price. So if you're building out your farm, Maddox is a good company to buy from. Have decent prices and good quality. And I think they're made in the United States, so it's great for U.S. customers. They don't have to ship in a transformer from some other country, which could be cheaper, which is cheaper actually, but then you have to pay shipping, and these transformers weigh like 10,000 pounds. So when you're shipping something that heavy, it's going to be pretty expensive. It might not make much sense doing that, Might just be too expensive to ship it. You'd be spending like $10,000 just shipping it from some other country. So got to keep that in mind. These are things you got to keep in mind when you are building out your data center. Like, yeah, you can find a cheaper transformer, but you're shipping 10,000 pounds from overseas on a boat. How much is that going to cost? It's going to cost a lot. So yeah, let's walk over here. What else you guys have? Make sure you guys leave a comment. Let me know what else you guys are interested. Otherwise, I'm gonna shut down the stream in a couple of minutes here. If you guys want to send me some questions, let me know. So we're at Foundry here. Immersion. Foundry is that big company. Foundry Digital, Foundry Services. So Foundry, I think, has that pool. Yeah, there it is. Foundry USA pool. So they have this USA pool, which is Foundry became one of the biggest pools on the planet, basically, and the United States. And one of the things from them is, it's funny because we were talking with them, and they're like, "Yo, we have KYC at Foundry. Like, we have KYC. Like you have to do KYC if you mine on our pool. Which they were talking about KYC as if it's a positive thing. You know, they were like saying, "Oh yeah, we have KYC at Foundry." How is that a positive thing? You know, that's not a positive thing. That's a negative thing. Like, how is it anyone's business who's mining on the pool? You know what I mean? How is that anyone's business? But Foundry talked about it as if it's positive, trying to spin it like that way, which is a negative. So we use via BTC at our mining facilities. We try to use it for all of our clients because we get a little bit of a discount on VA BTC. We pass that on to our clients. So we use VA BTC, and VA BTC has no KYC, zero. We also used Brains before, the Brains pool, and Brains pool has zero KYC. So they don't care. So that's like real freedom there. You know, you're mining, it's no one's business who's mining, where they're mining. You know, it should not be anyone's business. You know, maybe the government wants to know how many times you breathe a minute, or maybe the government wants to know when the last time you went to the bathroom, right? It's not the government's business when that happened, just like it's not their business who's mining where. So that's, you know, it's not a positive thing, it's a negative thing for Foundry. All right, well, it looks like there was no questions here. We went through that Giga container, air container. Looks like there's no questions, guys. I don't see anything popping up. Make sure you guys like the video, right? Subscribe to the channel. This is part one of day 2. So I'm gonna make another part 2 of day 2 towards the end of the day. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream in 30 seconds here. I'm gonna go back to our booth. That's over here. Go back to our booth. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. It's going to be the end for this stream. I'll be back here and then towards the end of the day, like 4 p.m. local time. That's going to be it for this one. Until next time, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.